Welcome, beautiful soul. You have been guided here today, and that is no accident. The angels are wrapping you in their light right now, placing their wings gently around your shoulders, whispering that you are seen, you are loved, and you are never forgotten. This message was prepared specifically for you. And before this is over, something inside you is going to shift in the most powerful way. So please, stay with us until the very end, because what the angels are about to reveal could change everything for you. And we mean everything. There is something extraordinary happening in your life right now. You may not be able to see it yet. You may not fully feel it yet. But the angels want you to know, the person who is about to completely transform your world is already on their way to you. Not just anyone. Not just another chapter, but the right one, the one your soul has been quietly waiting for all along. This is your moment, and it begins right now. Dear protected one, the person coming into your life is not simply going to add romance to your days. This person is going to fill the spaces that once felt hollow. They are going to love you in ways that make you feel whole, not because you were ever broken, but because you were always meant to be loved this fully and this truly. Your soulmate is being revealed. And for everything that is sacred, do not block this love. Do not close the door that heaven is swinging wide open just for you. This is the person God has prepared to walk beside you. Someone who loves you with sincerity. Someone who cannot stop thinking about you even in this very moment. Someone who wants to build something beautiful, lasting, and real with you. And here is the truth the angels want you to hold in your heart right now. You are ready, even if you don't feel ready, even if your past has left you a little guarded. You are ready, and so is the person who is coming. My dear protected one, this arrival is not vague or uncertain. It is a certainty that has been spiritually written with purpose. The person drawing near has already been touched at the soul level to recognize you. There is a genuine desire burning inside them to build a life with you. Not a passing feeling. Not something temporary. This is real love. Real commitment. Real partnership. A future built together, day by day, with constant care, sincere actions, and a connection so true it will astonish you. This person carries surprising depth and a heart that is ready to love the right way. Not driven by impulse, but with awareness and intention. There is a freshness and lightness to this love that is going to make you breathe differently. Like taking the deepest, most satisfying breath after holding it for far too long. You do not need to be afraid anymore. You have fought against your own emotions long enough. You have resisted love to protect yourself from more pain. The angels understand that completely. But now, right now, is the moment to stop resisting. Because when the right love draws close, it doesn't push its way in. It simply invites. It inspires. Transforms. What is coming to you doesn't demand proof. It asks only for your presence and your openness. But this must be said with all the firmness of the angelic spirit. Do not block this love. Do not let the wounds of the past, the doubts of the present, or the logic of a tired mind keep you from the truth your heart is already beginning to recognize. This person was sent not because you are lacking anything, but because you are ready to share the wholeness that already lives inside you. You are ready to receive a love that is light but not shallow, intense but not unstable, committed but not suffocating, a presence that gives you space to be exactly who you are. You may not be able to imagine how much this revelation changes things, not only for you, but for your soulmate too, because this person has also waited. They have also been through disappointment. They have also wondered whether someone who truly made sense would ever appear. And now they are moving toward you with courage, with intention, and with a heart wide open. This is the moment when life finds a new rhythm. You will no longer be doing everything alone. You will have care. You will have steady, consistent affection. You will have a love that doesn't just dream of the future but actively builds the present with you, day after day. Dear protected one, your heart has become more sensitive, more willing, more attentive. This is a calling, and the calling is clear. Open your heart, not to just anyone, but to what is already destined to find you. Life doesn't bring someone like this by accident. Your soulmate is being directed toward you because there is a plan, and that plan involves building true companionship, a journey for two. This person has been dreaming of a real connection, and the most beautiful part? Their dreams align with yours. The purest desires you have ever held, even those you never spoke out loud, are being matched. This kind of bond cannot be forced or manufactured. It simply happens when both hearts are prepared to receive it. You are being called to take a step forward. It is no longer the time to hide what you feel or disguise what you truly want. Your love life has not been forgotten. On the contrary, it is being carefully and lovingly restored. And it all begins with one decision, the decision to allow the new to enter, to allow love to be revealed, to allow your story to truly, finally begin. Life places situations in our path that challenge our faith, encounters that don't last, people who teach us through pain. But there comes a moment when all of that transforms into wisdom. And that is exactly where you are right now, mature enough to love with awareness and open enough to be loved with intensity. This person is coming with actions that will make everything clear. You won't need to guess or doubt. Words will be backed by real, consistent action. And even if your mind tries to protect itself, your heart will recognize this love. Because the right love has a completely unique way of showing up. You don't have to work hard to feel it. You only need to be present to live it. But here is the real question, dear one. Are you truly willing to open your heart? Because opening your heart is not just about wanting a relationship. It is about being ready to let someone into the truest parts of who you are. It is allowing vulnerability to become connection. It is accepting that to live something extraordinary, you have to step out from behind the walls you built to avoid getting hurt again. But this time, something is different. You are not alone in this journey toward openness. Your soulmate is also ready, and that shared readiness changes everything. What once felt like fear is becoming courage. What once felt like longing is becoming fulfillment. And what once seemed impossibly far away is now standing at your door. The angels know that opening your heart is one of the most courageous acts a person can take, especially when healing is still happening. But believe this with everything in you. No pain from the past will ever be greater than the blessing that is coming. You are not made to live half of anything. And the love that is coming is a whole, full presence arriving to add to what you have already built within yourself. That is why you must pay attention to the signs life has been giving you. The coincidences that keep repeating. The thoughts that won't leave your mind. The dreams that keep finding you. None of this is random. All of it is announcement. Heaven is whispering that your waiting had a purpose, and that purpose is now being fulfilled. Dear protected one, some of the things happening around you may have seemed random at first. A thought from nowhere, a strong feeling with no clear explanation, an emotion growing in your chest without an obvious reason. But what you call coincidence is actually heaven orchestrating an encounter with divine precision. The synchronicities between what you feel on the inside and what happens around you, all of it is connected. Not luck. A plan that has been unfolding for a long time, designed to bring you before your soulmate at exactly the right moment. You may think you are living ordinary days, but behind the scenes of the unseen, something extraordinary is happening. This person is being guided toward you, and what is uniting you is not just attraction or affinity. It is purpose. It is mission. It is love with a deep spiritual root. That is why you must stop doubting the signs crossing your path. They are real. They are intentional. Perhaps you have already crossed paths with this person without realizing it. Or perhaps you are about to meet in such a simple, ordinary-seeming moment that it will feel like just another regular day, until suddenly everything falls perfectly into place. Because what is divinely planned doesn't need a dramatic entrance. It only needs acceptance. The bond between you and your soulmate has existed long before the first glance. It comes from a deep connection between two souls that recognize each other even in the middle of life's noise. When heaven unites two people with purpose, every detail is taken care of. The timing is aligned, the hearts are shaped, the fears are healed, and no matter how long the wait has felt, you will understand why you had to walk the path you did. Every tear had a role. Every absence had a meaning. Every attempt that didn't work out was preparing you for the love that was always meant to find you. This person has been preparing in their own unique way to receive you, growing in maturity, learning to love with greater awareness, creating space to build something real with someone extraordinary. And that someone is you. Dear protected one, within you there is an enormous desire to love. But around that desire, walls have been built over time. You didn't create those barriers out of weakness. You built them as protection against pain you had already faced. And the angels understand that completely. But today they have come to tell you something unexpected. Those barriers are beginning to fall. Not by accident, but because the time has come. There is a moment when the soul understands that resistance no longer serves it. And when that moment arrives, everything that once kept us from a full love begins to lose its hold. You will feel this happening little by little. A lightness in your chest. A desire to allow yourself to feel again. A gentle curiosity about something new. These are signs that the emotional chains are being released. This is happening not because you forced anything, but because you have grown. Because your heart now understands it is stronger than before. Yes, past disappointments left marks, but those marks do not need to. Direct your next steps. The fear of opening up again is understandable, but it cannot be allowed to be stronger than your desire to live a true and genuine love. You were not made to stay stuck in what has already passed. You were made to build new stories with more truth, more awareness, and more love. Many of the blocks you carry are not even truly yours. They came from words others said, from rejections that shook your trust, from broken promises that made you stop believing. But now all of that is being dismantled, and the presence of your soulmate will accelerate this healing in a way you never imagined possible. This person will arrive bringing peace instead of confusion. They will look at you and truly see who you are, without trying to change a single thing. And when that happens, the armor you have been wearing will quietly fall away. Because the right love does not hurt. It embraces. It sustains, it builds, transforms. Dear protected one, your soulmate is already being moved from the inside. Even right now, something is being stirred in this person's heart that they may not fully understand yet. But they feel it. They feel that something significant is drawing near. They feel there is a presence missing from their life. They feel there is someone who needs to be found. Someone who will give meaning to everything that felt incomplete. That pull, that invisible but undeniable draw, is exactly what is bringing you together. Not logic, not strategy, a feeling without rational explanation, but with clear spiritual direction. When heaven touches someone's heart, no distraction can redirect that focus. In the end, everything aligns, because a love guided by the divine cannot get lost. It always finds its destination. Your soulmate is beginning to act differently, new thoughts surfacing, feelings appearing from nowhere, a quiet but growing sense that something important is about to happen. All of this has a divine origin, and the most beautiful truth is that you are at the very center of this awakening. You are the reason for this inner stirring. You don't need to make this happen. You don't need to chase anything. What is coming does not depend on human effort. It depends on spiritual permission, and that permission has already been granted. What is needed from you now is trust, openness, the willingness to receive. Because when this person appears before you, it will be with an intensity and clarity that will stop you in the most beautiful way. You may already be feeling it, dreaming more than usual, sensing something shifting in the energy around you. This is not imagination. This is alignment. You and your soulmate are being woven together by something far greater than either of you. Do not doubt heaven's timing. The divine is working on your behalf right now. A heart has been touched. A heart that carries the genuine ability to love you exactly the way you have always deserved. And more than love, this person has the desire to build, to add to your life, to see you grow, to walk right beside you toward a future filled with meaning and purpose. Dear protected one, there is something very special about the person drawing near. They carry a quality that may genuinely surprise you, a depth that goes beyond what first appears on the surface. This person arrives with renewed energy, a willingness to build something extraordinary, and a desire to live life fully and wholeheartedly. There is no emotional exhaustion weighing them down, only the lightness of someone who still believes in love with purity. And at the same time, there is an old soul quality to them, the kind that can look into your eyes and recognize who you are before a single word is spoken. You will notice it almost immediately. Something about their presence will feel familiar, as if you already knew their way of approaching, their way of caring, their tenderness in the smallest actions. And the most surprising gift? You will feel understood in a way you have rarely, if ever, experienced before. This person carries a kind of emotional wisdom not learned from any book. It was born from true empathy and from the rare and beautiful ability to truly listen with the heart. This will touch you in a way no connection before it has touched you, because this time you will be seen in your full essence, without conditions, without performance, just you. Perhaps in other seasons of life you felt emotionally older than the people around you. Perhaps you carried the weight of decisions by yourself. But that is about to change. This person wants to add to your life, to learn from you and share their own gifts without competition for space, to grow side by side with respect and lightness and joy. Heaven chose this person not for any surface-level quality, but for the wisdom of the soul they carry. You will see it in the small details, in the way conversations flow, in how quickly time passes in their presence, in the thoughtful way they speak about the future. It will not be an ordinary connection. It will be an exchange of experiences, dreams, and life lessons. A partnership that honors both of you completely. While you bring stability and hard-won wisdom, this person brings enthusiasm and fresh perspective. From this beautiful blend, something powerful is born. Two people balancing each other without canceling each other out. You will feel alive in a completely new way. You will. rediscover simple pleasures. You will laugh more often. You will look at your future with genuine excitement for the first time in a long time. And most importantly, this person will recognize you. They will know who you are without you needing to explain yourself. They will value every detail of you, admire the strength you carry, and respect you in a way that may feel completely new. Because this person's heart has already understood that the answer it has been searching for is you. Dear protected one, within every soul that truly loves, there lives a desire that goes beyond companionship. It is a longing to create something greater, to build a home, to have beside them not just a passing presence, but a foundation. And the person approaching you is not searching for adventures or temporary connections. They are dreaming of a shared life with you. This desire was shaped by real experiences and by a deep emptiness that nothing superficial has ever filled. This person has already understood that true love grows through building. And that is why they don't just want beautiful moments. They want to plant roots, to grow with you every single day with intention. This person already envisions you as part of everything. Part of the home, the daily routine, the plans, the celebrations. They dream of you being a safe harbor, constant, a partner in both the big decisions and the small, ordinary moments that make a life worth living. This vision comes not just with feeling, but with genuine maturity. You will notice it in how they look at you, in the steady, consistent actions that point clearly toward the future. This will give you a sense of safety you may have almost forgotten was possible. Something very special lives in the heart of this love. This person does not want you to fit into a pre-existing version of their life. They want to include you exactly as you are, with your habits, your gifts, your lessons, your beautiful quirks. This is the mark of mature love. Someone who understands that building a life together also means building freedom, caring for the other without holding them back, growing without either person losing who they are. There is a space in this person's heart reserved specifically for you, a place no one else has been able to fill, because that space was designed for your presence alone. True connection only happens when two souls are destined to live a story together. And this connection is about to happen in the most natural, beautiful way, without force, without rush, with the deep peace that only the right love brings. Dear protected one, there are certain loves that, when they arrive, carry the energy of something blessed even before it was born. This love is not just a passing feeling. It is a divine answer. It is a gift from heaven to your soul. And for everything that is sacred, do not block this. The angels know you have built defenses. They know disappointments made you believe it might be safer to stay protected than to risk being hurt again. But this self-preservation that once served you well now risks pushing away exactly what would do you the most good. The love coming to you is real, and it should not be turned away because of fear from the past. Do not close the door on this person because of old comparisons. Do not let the marks left by those who didn't know how to love you keep your soulmate from getting closer. This person arrives with a different heart, a different story, a different mission. If you close yourself to this, if you let fear speak louder than faith, you may miss the chance to live what you have asked for in your most honest, quiet moments. It is natural to feel unsure when something new appears, especially something that stirs you so deeply. But if there is ever a moment to trust, that moment is now. You may feel fear. You may doubt. You may wonder if you are ready. But the truth is, no one is ever completely ready for the right love. Because the right love doesn't wait for everything to be in perfect order. It arrives to help bring order to what once felt scattered and uncertain. This person is not looking for a temporary place in your world. They want to truly be part of your life, to know you in every detail, to support you, to grow with you, And they are willing to do all of this with patience, maturity, and actions that prove everything their heart already feels. So the angels ask you with so much love, do not let the voices of fear speak louder than the truth of your heart. You are worthy of this love. You are worthy of someone who comes with clarity, with intention, with the desire to stay and build and grow. And this person sees that in you already. The love that is coming does not require you to be anything other than exactly who you already are. It meets you in your wholeness, in your truth, in your beautiful, authentic, imperfect, extraordinary self. And it chooses you freely, genuinely, and with growing joy. You will recognize this love by the comfort it brings. Not the kind that numbs, the kind that genuinely reassures. You will feel secure not because of grand promises, but because of steady, consistent actions. You will feel valued. You will feel understood. You will feel truly seen. And that feeling of being recognized in your full depth will touch places inside you that have been quietly waiting to be healed. Don't be surprised if you feel joy and fear at the same time. That is completely natural. Opening your heart after spending time in protection mode takes a moment. But that fear will dissolve steadily as the actions begin to speak louder. As you realize this person is there not out of obligation, but out of genuine choice, because they see in you a universe worth exploring, worth honoring, worth building a life beside. This love will be different from anything you have lived before, because this time, love does not come to teach you through pain. It comes to teach you through lightness, through reciprocity, through peace. Even on difficult days, and every beautiful relationship has them, this person will know how to be present, how to listen, how to offer comfort without being asked. Because what unites you is not just affinity, it is purpose. You will feel it in your chest, in your soul, in the very deepest part of who you are. You will catch yourself smiling for no specific reason, making plans you once considered too far away. And this will not be fantasy. This will be reality being born with depth and meaning. Dear protected one, you may not remember every prayer you have ever spoken, but heaven never forgot a single one. There were nights when you didn't know exactly how to express what you were feeling, but even so, you felt it. You cried. You longed for something you couldn't quite name, and those emotions rose up from the deepest part of you as true and sincere prayer. Silent prayers, made more with the heart than with words. And every single one of them was heard. This message reaching you today is not coincidence. It is an answer. It is the echo of your faith now manifesting in truth. You asked for someone who would look at you with genuine respect, who would stay even on the difficult days, who would see your true essence. You asked, maybe without knowing exactly what words to use, but you asked with sincerity. And that sincerity was more than enough. You endured moments no one else saw. You waited through seasons that tested your faith. You had the patience to rebuild yourself, to heal layer by layer. And now, heaven is honoring every single one of those moments. This person coming toward you is not just a happy coincidence. They are the living answer to what you dreamed in your most honest prayers. Your soulmate has also gone through their own season of waiting, also felt the ache of something missing, also faced uncertainty and doubt. But now everything is being aligned. And when you look at each other, it will be as if the promises made in secret finally meet in the light. You asked for care, for real partnership, for someone to share the journey. And you are receiving more than that. You are receiving a love with spiritual roots, prepared with divine intention. A love that comes to add, to build, to embrace. A love that respects your pace, walks beside you, and remains even when life tries to shake things loose. Perhaps at times you felt forgotten. Perhaps there were moments when the silence felt heavy. But now you will understand. You were never forgotten. The waiting time was not empty. It was fertile ground, necessary to prepare you, to strengthen you, to align your heart with what heaven was building on your behalf. It was meant to be now, with this person, this way. You don't need everything to make sense immediately. Divine answers often arrive softly, in the gentle actions of someone who shows up at just the right time, in feelings that arise without effort, in the calm that slowly replaces fear. You will remember every silent prayer when this person's presence touches your life with truth. You will understand that the doors that closed before you were not rejections. They were redirections, necessary turns that brought you to the most important yes of your life. And that yes is on its way, filled with tenderness, maturity, and a love that completes what once felt unfinished. Do not doubt what you feel. This movement happening inside you is real. It is your spirit recognizing the answer it once asked for with such faith. You won't need to chase anything. You will simply walk forward and live what is already on its way. Dear protected one, nothing stays the same when the right love enters a life. Not just the heart, life as a whole begins to transform. Your mornings carry new energy. Your thoughts find a new order. Your actions become more aligned with who you truly are. When the right person enters, the world around you shifts because something inside you has finally settled into place. This change will arrive gently but also with beautiful firmness. Like a new season after a long winter, you will feel the warmth in the smallest things. You will realize you are smiling more easily, trusting more, feeling genuinely excited to be alive. And this is not just love. This is deep, lasting, soul-level renewal. The love coming will not only fill your days, it will reorganize them. You will make different choices, see life with fresh hope, recover strength you thought was gone. All because the right presence awakens the best version of who we are, more mature, more aware, and genuinely happier. This love will bring what you have always truly wanted. Reciprocity, real care, consistent, faithful presence. This person comes with clear intention and the courage to stay. And the security of knowing that someone is genuinely choosing you every single day, freely, joyfully, will give you the freedom to grow in ways you have never experienced before. You will not be less for loving deeply. You will be more. True love always adds. It expands. It makes room. Where once there were doubts, certainty will settle in. Where once there was a hollow ache, wholeness will fill that space. Your soulmate will offer you this not out of obligation, but out of genuine choice, because this person truly wants to be by your side, from a deep affinity of the soul. Your daily life will change. Days will feel lighter even when responsibilities are heavy. You will have someone to share with, to dream with, to confide in without fear. You will have the quiet but powerful security of knowing that no matter what comes, there is someone who has chosen to walk with you, and that knowing heals things words alone cannot reach. Prepare to revisit your plans, because beside the right person, dreams become bigger and more possible. True love has this effect. It reorganizes life. It expands horizons. It removes unnecessary burdens. Because love never stays limited to the relationship itself. It overflows, and that overflow touches everything. Your well-being, your faith, your work, your connections with those you love. Your life is changing because it is time to change. Because everything that needed to prepare the ground has already taken place. What comes now is the harvest. Emotional abundance, the living answer to everything you planted in faith, in patience, and in the long, quiet seasons of self-discovery. This transformation will touch your roots. And the most beautiful part, it will be shared, because the person arriving now comes to give, to care for you, to walk with you, to hold your hand on hard days and celebrate every victory beside you. You are about to live a new season, and it will not be just any season. It will be the one heaven set apart specifically for you. The change has already begun inside of you. The right person is on the way, and the life you have always wanted is about to become your reality. Dear protected one, after everything revealed here today, you now understand why your heart has felt restless. It was not loneliness. It was preparation. Heaven was awakening you to something already drawing near. A love that does not come halfway. A love without doubt. A love not passing through, but arriving to stay, to build, to love you completely. Your soulmate is about to step into your life, not as fantasy, but as living reality, as a presence that brings stability, as a choice that honors you, as a love that day after day proves itself through sincere, steady, and unwavering actions. If this message stirred something in you, it is because it touched something real. Something inside you recognized this truth before your mind could form the words. That is not accident. That is confirmation. Because when truth arrives, it does not demand to be believed. It is simply recognized. Now the moment has come for you to do the one thing only you can do. Make room. Tend to your inner self with kindness. Believe, truly believe that you are worthy of living this love. Send away the thoughts that try to convince you otherwise. This story belongs to you, and it is ready to begin. In the days ahead, stay attentive to the signs. New people appearing in your world. Conversations that carry unusual meaning. Spontaneous connections. Moments of unexpected familiarity. A feeling in your chest that something important is unfolding. Do not dismiss these as chance. Receive them as the answers they truly are. And if insecurity tries to creep back in, remember everything received here today. Remember the peace that comes from knowing, in the deepest, truest part of yourself, that your time to be loved fully and rightly has arrived. You are no longer waiting for emotional scraps. You are being called into abundance, into a love that is light and truth and purpose, into a story already being written with your name in every line. Hold this in your heart. The right person is coming, carrying heaven's blessing, not to complete you, but to walk beside you in a journey built on affection, respect, trust, and faith. You deserve to live this. You deserve to be loved without ever making yourself smaller. You deserve someone who chooses you freely, joyfully, every single day. And when the right love arrives, when it truly steps into your life, everything will change. Your thoughts will change. Your world will change. Your story will change. Do not let fear be stronger than your faith. The angels have confirmed it. Your love is on the way. And when this person arrives, you will understand that every word received here today was divine preparation, given in love and with purpose, to help you fully, joyfully live the most beautiful love of your life. The angels will always be here, guiding you, protecting you, walking beside you every single day. You are deeply loved. You are carefully watched over, and you are never, ever alone. May heaven's blessing rest upon you now and always, bringing peace, courage, and clarity for whatever comes next. May love find you open. May joy find you ready. May the life you have always dreamed of step fully and beautifully into the light. With infinite love and divine grace, your guardian angels. If this message touched your heart today, leave your amen below and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Amen.